All right, now a lot of people have stuffed cabbage, but in Michigan they call this Glumpkies. Now these are really popular up there. They have them for events. They have just potfuls of them, and they're delicious. Easy to make. We're using venison today, but you can use beef or whatever.
Right. Weddings and graduations, this is what you have, Glumpkies.
Really?
Right.
And just everybody piles in and dives in on these things. Show us how to make them.
All right. It's pretty easy, and we're using deer because we always, that's what we like. Cabbage, and we're just going to use some diced tomatoes, some sauce, a little bit of rice.
You know, you could use lamb or goat.
Yeah, you could. That would be really good. Actually, lamb would be really good. Salt and pepper, sugar, garlic, and that's about it.
Let me explain something before we get started. A lot of people measure their sugar out. We got this old restaurant style container, and it hadn't been handy.
It's nice.
We just kind of measure as we taste as we go along. You just pour it out. And, oops, sorry about that. Go ahead.
All right.
ADD moment.
Well, before we mix this up, let's go ahead and get our cabbage boiling because we want to get these leaves to fall off because we're going to make little packages, as I call them, little burger packages. So I like to cut this top part, kind of cut into it.
And by the way, this is another crock pot dish.
Right.
Something you put in the crock pot and walk away from.
All right. We want to do that, and as we go, these are going to fall off as it boils, and I might cut into it a little more. But this is ready to boil. We got our water going. All right, our cabbage is boiling. So let's go ahead and mix up our mixture that we're going to put inside.
Gotcha.
So we have our burger. I put about, this is half a cup of rice.
And if I had to guess, that's probably about 2 pounds of venison burger.
Right. And we're just going to season. This is so simple. Let's put some salt. You want to do the garlic? How much do you think? Salt, pepper, and garlic, that is it.
That is the perfect combination of spices. I would say on each one of those, half a tablespoon. Of course, we like a lot of pepper in our stuff, so we might put a little extra pepper. Just mix it up so that it's evenly mixed. The rice is mixed through there. And you talk about what a great, and I guess the reason it's so popular, it's got everything you need. You got your vegetable, you got a tomato base, you've got your rice, and you've got meat. It's like a complete meal. And you just pound it out on the plate and everything's right. You just eat it right like that.
We're gonna
sides?
We're going to have sauce. This would be good with, I don't know, what do you think, potatoes? I always have to have potatoes.
You know what? We usually put them in a bowl and eat them.
Yeah.
That's like a whole meal. Okay.
So we're going to wait for the cabbage, and then this is what we're going to put inside of each cabbage and roll them up. We're going to layer them in this crock pot.
Put them in the tomatoes and that's it?
Yeah. We're gonna
so you got 2 cans of diced tomatoes and 1 can of sauce. And that's it.
Right. We're not making a very big batch. I've made hundreds before and huge, but we're just going to maybe make about 10.
Now, typically if you have your own tomatoes, but our tomatoes didn't do that good last year, and we just have a few jars left.
That's even better to use.
We're having them,
You've eaten them all.
I know.
So that's all we have left.
I'm terrible about eating tomatoes.
So,
all right, let's let the cabbage get done and let's stuff them up.
All right. Now I'm going to pull off. As they boil, these come off. This is what we want. These little pieces like this that are kind of loose. Just be careful not to burn yourself. But as it boils, I could let it sit a long time and it'll all fall off. Just pull them off. All right.
Yeah, about that.
That's what we wanted.
Look at your perfect little wrappers.
They are cute little wrappers, aren't they?
Now, how are you going to, well, show me how you do it.
All right. I'm going to take, and you can make them as big as little as you want. We like a lot of meat. Some people like more cabbage, so we're just going to make some little packages here.
Just like that.
Fold them over.
And that gets that just soft enough to work with.
We're going to layer these in the crock pot.
Wow.
Aren't those cute?
Isn't that cute? Glumpkies.
And we're going to let this cook probably, these need to go all day, 8 to 10 hours. Some people, you can do them in the oven. I think the crock pot's the best. Get them going 6 a.m. and let them go even 10 to 12 hours on low.
So once you get these in there, you just kind of cover them up with the tomatoes.
We're going to do a couple, and you could do layer, you could do 3. We're going to maybe just do 1 or 2 layers. You could go all the way to the top.
So you put a little sugar in there too to kind of cut the acid with the tomatoes?
Yeah, we're going to sprinkle it with that. You'll see in a minute. Each layer.
And that all gets nice and acquainted in there and starts sinking in and settling in and softening out.
That's it. We're going to cook that.
Watch this. And all right, in 5 seconds, we're going to have something wonderful. Remember this? Go. Like magic. Here it is. All right, you ready? Now we have let this cool down just a little bit. And again, this is cooked for about how long?
We've got it going all day. What, about 6 hours on high? Or you could do it on low for about 10. Do it all day on low.
And you can tell by looking at it, that cabbage will darken up And everything will get nice and soft, and those flavors all melt together.
That's good and peppery. Did you add pepper?
I added some pepper. I also snuck a little basil and Italian seasonings on top.
That's good.
That is good.
You did good.
And use quite a bit of sugar to cut that acid.
Right.
And I'm telling you what,
Pretty good.
this is a meal in itself with the rice and the cabbage and the meat and tomatoes. We'll take these things and pile them up and eat a bunch of them for dinner.
That's all you need. It's your whole
Did
meal.
good. What are you calling him?
Glumpkies.
How do you
Cabbage
spell
rolls.
it?
Glum. I don't know. He's mean.
Are you ready? Let's race. See when you're done.